Hi, this is Amie at the virtual Planetarium at Raritan Valley Community College. Let's take a look at some of the things we can see in the sky for the week of November 29th. I'll start with our upcoming moon phases. We have a full moon on November 30th, a last quarter moon on December 7th, and a new moon on December 14th. There will be a penumbral lunar eclipse with the full moon, but don't get too excited. Let me explain a bit. Lunar eclipses occur when the full moon passes through the Earth's shadow out in space. Everything actually has two shadows, a dark umbral shadow in the center and a dimmer penumbral shadow around it. This eclipse will have the moon moving through the dimmer penumbral shadow. We may notice a darkening of the limb of the moon, the edge closest to the darker umbral shadow, but we won't be experiencing a more colorful total lunar eclipse. No one on Earth will. It begins at 2:32 a.m. Eastern Time and ends at 6:53 a.m. Eclipses always occur in pairs. If there's a lunar eclipse, 2 weeks before or after, there's a solar eclipse. And just because we're experiencing a not-so-spectacular penumbral lunar eclipse doesn't mean that the solar eclipse will also be less than stellar. Nope. In fact, it's a total solar eclipse. But it's not visible at all from New Jersey, or anywhere in North America for that matter. The path of totality is moving through South America. So, if you happen to be in Chile or Argentina on December 14th, don't forget your eclipse classes. We wish we could be with you. Okay, back to our New Jersey skies. This week, the sun is rising just after 7 a.m. and setting around 4:30 p.m. And as for our evening skies, first, I want to remind you to keep watching Jupiter and Saturn. They are creeping closer and closer to each other in our sky. I have the sky set looking in the southwest at 6 p.m. From December 12th to 29th, they will be within 1 degree of each other. On December 21st, they will be just 1/10 of a degree apart. Jupiter is so much brighter than Saturn. Can you still distinguish the two planets from each other? Do they merge into one light for you? If so, try using binoculars to separate them again. In fact, if we zoom into these two, we can see Jupiter and some of its moons, and Saturn and some of its moons. 1/10 of a degree, so we're going to try to look at them through our telescopes. Excellent. But now, after the 21st, they'll be moving apart from each other, so keep watching them as they separate again. Awesome. Okay, let's reset the sky for this week. And we'll look over in the east and northeast. At 6 p.m., just after sunset, we can see the first couple of stars of the winter sky. Capella, the Pleiades star cluster, and Aldebaran. Those are the first ones that we can see right after sunset. But if we wait until about 10 p.m., and pull back our view a little bit, we can see all of the prominent winter stars in the evening sky. They've all risen above the horizon. Sometimes we call this group the winter hexagon. On December 2nd, the moon is right in the middle of all of them. Sirius is at the bottom, Rigel, Aldebaran, Capella, Castor, Pollux, Procyon. So this is the winter hexagon. One of my friends calls this the winter G by going to Rigel and then cutting into the hexagon to Betelgeuse. and he calls it the giant G in the sky. No matter how you play connect the dots, it's fun to learn the star names and what constellations they're in. Maybe you already know them. Let's see. We've got Orion, which includes Betelgeuse and Rigel. Aldebaran and the Pleiades are in Taurus the Bull. Capella is in Auriga the Charioteer. Castor and Pollux are in Gemini the Twins. Procyon is in the Little Dog. And Sirius is in the Big Dog. Well, that's our sky for this week. Thanks for joining me in our virtual planetarium. Please subscribe to our channel and like our video and share it to other friends. And we hope to see you back at the real planetarium in the future. Until then, keep looking up.